Good morning, everyone. Welcome into Mornings with Loretta. And yes, I am going to enjoy this show because if you are over the age of 12 now and you're working, you get a paycheck. This conversation is for you. You say, well, I've retired and I get a Social Security. This show is for you. Let me bring on my esteemed guest today. She is very versed, very excellent in this conversation about April 15th. That's what I'm calling it. April 15th. You know what it means. Everybody, welcome to Mornings with Loretta, the fabulous Patrice Washington. Good morning.
Thanks for having me. I'm so glad to be here.
Yes, ma'am. You are all ready and set up. So let the questions begin. So you've often said that redefining wealth isn't about money. Can you kind of unpack what wealth truly means to you now and how that definition evolved? So we know how we need to manage our money.
Well, absolutely. Loretta, this is what most people don't understand. The original definition of wealth was never just money and material possessions. What I teach at the Redefining Wealth podcast for 7.5 years now is that wealth is so much more than just money and material possessions. The original definition was the condition of well-being and happiness. And so while we want to make sure that we are empowered in our personal finances, there's also some other parts of our lives that are impacting the way we show up with money, even with us not thinking about it.
Wow, when we're not even thinking about it, right? We need to be so in tune to what we want, how much we have coming in, what we're spending, how much we plan to make. It's an entire conversation we need to have with ourselves, and you're giving us the right push to get that done. So your journey is so full of audacity and faith to me. I don't know the whole story, but we're sisters. Because, honey, faith, crazy faith. So what's one moment where your faith was tested the most and how did you hold on? Because we're talking about wealth and people just think about money, but wealth is so much more than that. It's health, it's spiritual, it's all of that.
Well, Loretta, I actually found my purpose in a season like this, in a time when things felt upside down and so uncertain and so tense. It was around 2008, 2007, actually, when the recession was beginning. I originally owned a real estate and mortgage brokerage, and that went belly up in that last recession. And I went from a 7-figure business to scraping up change. And it was a bathroom floor moment. I don't know about you, Loretta, if you've ever had a good, ugly cry, but it was a bathroom floor moment with a good, ugly cry that really revealed to me that while I loved what I was doing, I didn't really feel like it had more meaning and more purpose. And I was led to a scripture, Proverbs 17:16, what good is money in the hands of a fool if they have no desire to seek wisdom? And that scripture literally changed everything for me. Not only did it tell me that I had been really great at collecting knowledge, which is just information and education, but I really didn't have wisdom yet, which is how do you apply it? And once I discovered that, I was like, oh, I want to go everywhere and share with people that this journey is not just about chasing money, but it is truly about having wisdom. And that's why I'm so glad that I get to do these types of conversations so that we can share wisdom during something like this, Financial Literacy Awareness Month, so that people are not just hearers of the word, but they understand the works. And right now, April 15th is coming, and we need to put the work in to make sure that we are prepared.
Okay, so now that people get to know you, they know you're coming from a place of not only professionalism, but personal experiences too. So what is a top tip for surviving the tax season? Because I know people have questions, they want to avoid it. They don't know whether to file or not to file. So what's a tip that can really help us sleep tonight and prepare for April 15th?
Well, I'm going to tell you what I tell people all the time, Loretta. Listen, you are not going to personally know all of the tax codes, and trying to do that is going to stress you out. So instead of stressing yourself out, go to a professional, especially with just a few weeks left. You need to go to someone with all of your personal documents and get the support that you need. And of course, H&R Block is one of those resources that I would love to share.
You are answering a question before I even ask. So where can we go? Because there's so many options out there. Some are legitimate and some are scams. So as a financial expert, I'm depending on you to help me and my audience. So where can we go for help?
Well, you guys are in good hands because H&R Block has been around for 70 years and they can help filers navigate tax season with ease and confidence. So whether you prefer the control and flexibility of their DIY service or you want the expert guidance from one of their 60,000 tax pros all over the country, they offer so many ways to file, Loretta. They have an AI tax assist that provides reliable assistance to complete your returns with accuracy and ease. If you prefer help from an expert, which I suggest, they have experienced tax pros that can assist you both virtually, which is super convenient, or at one of their 9,000 locations. And get this, Loretta, this is what I really like. They offer a free second look tax review to double check up to 3 years of prior returns to see if you missed any credits or deductions. So this is a big one. And if you need to learn more, go to hrblock.com right now and get the information that you need. That second look tax review is going to be important for many people.
I'm loving this. I could talk about this all day. And this is one of my least favorite subjects. But when I have a financial expert who understands from, both tiers of life, you are helping us. So give us a pro tip to make filing easier. And then can you tell us other ways to take some of the stress out of tax season other than, of course, we're going to go to H&R Block. That's where I used to go. Now I'm going back to them. So let's talk about that.
Well, I would say another pro tip is to get organized. Loretta, I don't know about you, but that is usually one of the least favorite things is the fact that all of your receipts are everywhere and you need to get ready. Until I discovered Rapid Receipts. So let me tell you, I love Rapid Receipts because it helps small business owners, especially like me, organize stacks of papers, receipts, invoices, and other tax-related documents. Rapid Receipts will turn your financial documents into smart digital data, making them AI ready for tax season. The Epson ScanSmart AI Pro technology is so fast and accurate. Plus, it exports information directly to third-party vendors you probably use already, so you can have easier tax filing with fewer errors. And right now, a little birdie told me that they have a sale going on. So look for your Epson ScanSmart wherever you can.
I love when that little birdie shows up and we're live so everybody can you know how we like to share information. Let's share that little bird told her. So what are some, as a financial expert, Patrice, let me ask you this. What is a top tip for maximizing our refunds, right? Because you hear people getting $10,000. I want to do it legal. I don't want to risk anything for money ever, especially prison. So what are some ways we can maximize that refund?
Well, Loretta, the average refund this year is about $3,300. And what I find is that people always get into this either or mentality. Either I'll do this or I'll do that. What I want this audience to understand is that you need to have an and mentality. And what I teach on the Redefining Wealth podcast and in the Redefining Wealth app, which is free for you guys to come on into, is that you want to have the 40-40-20. The 40-40-20 means you will take 40% of that refund and reduce your debt. You will take 40% of that income and increase your expenses. But here's where it's a little different than most people. I want you to put 20% into personal development because there is no such thing as personal finance success if you are not going to develop you, the person who is handling the money. So if you have a vision for your life and you want to move that vision forward, come to the conferences, get the book, take the course, do something that is going to move you forward towards the vision that you desire. Just saving and just paying off debt will not do it. You have to invest in you with some of that refund.
Oh, honey, you taught me some of that 40-40-20. I love that 20%. So we've heard, different ways of saying the 40-40. But I love how you said 20% invest that money, especially if you're getting at least $3,000, $3K that you earned it because, you maximize the refund. But put that money back into yourself. Don't wear it. Don't try to drive it. Go and do professional development. And then you can start making more money to do all those other things that you want to do with your money. It's not rocket science. I want people to understand. Do masterminds, do a lot of stuff. And it costs. A good one would cost you some money, but you got it. You rolling in dough now. So let me ask you this, Patrice. So we're filing with H&R Block. Let's say we get audited. How will H&R Block help us with that if we were ever audited?
Well, surely, because again, they've been in the business for 70 years and they have the guarantee. You get your taxes done with them and you can go back to them for the support you need in the event that you get audited. They will support you.
And that's one of the best reasons why I used to use them all the time. Like I said, I'm going back this year, and for business or professional taxes, they are really, it's a no-brainer. Patrice, thank you so much. You got to come back on, honey. I love your energy. Usually tax experts don't have the energy and the engagement, because they're so left brain, but you are left and right. So I love that combination. I love that as a financial expert to be left and right brain. Thank you so much for being our guest and sharing all this tips and tricks and knowledge that you shared today. It's going to help a lot of people.
Well, thank you so much, Loretta. And if you want to learn more about what we shared today, please feel free to go to tipsontv.com, and you can learn more about me at patricewashington.com.
You're the best. You answer before I ask. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful week, and happy April 15th when it gets here.
Thank you so much, Loretta.
All right. Bye-bye. Take care. All right, so you heard it here first. She is super amazing, a big personality, and as passionate as she is about us being successful, she is as passionate about, real money answers and getting, just continuing to grow and to learn. She's a lifelong learner when it comes to taxes and finances. That's one thing I love about learning about her. So yes, she is the person. Please connect with her. She told you to go to the hnr.com and then go to her website for more information. Until the next segment, I'm Loretta McNary, and I'll see you soon.